All right, so solving by elimination, right? So something is being eliminated, it's being canceled, it's gone, right? It's done. Okay. So this is one of the other methods of how we solve systems of linear equations. So remember, what is a system? System meaning two or more equations. So we've got two equations here. We've got them labeled 1 and 2, two equations. And this is now just a new method of how to solve. So remember, solutions, there's three different types. We could have it where they intersect at one unique coordinate. They could be parallel lines, they never intersect, or it could be the same line, like stacked on top of each other, and infinitely many solutions, okay? So three different types of answers that we could see. Okay, what are the steps for this new method? We've got the steps. You'll have the steps too for your on your own, so don't panic if you're like, I had to memorize all these steps. You'll have the steps. So we're going to line up the variables and determine which variable to eliminate. So lining them up meaning we're keeping it in standard form. Okay, so remember standard form was ax plus by equals c, right? Notice that both of these equations are in that form. We've got our variables, our term with x first, and then our term with y second. Okay, so they're already lined up, so we don't have to do anything for that first step, right? If it was in slope-intercept form, we'd have to rewrite it, but they're already in standard, so we're good. And we need to figure out which variable we want to eliminate. We want to cancel out, okay? So whenever we're solving with elimination, right, our goal is for something to cancel, something to be, right, X'd out. So this is where kind of like we're thinking back to like additive inverses, like opposites. So real quick question for the room chat. What would be the opposite, before we even start this, opposite of like 3x? Go to message in the room chat. So far, nothing in your Desmos. Message in the room chat. You don't have to write this in Desmos. Room chat. What would be the opposite of 3x? All right, so opposite of 3x, inverse would be negative 3x, right? Because 3x minus 3x, they cancel, leave us with 0, right? Opposites cancel. So looking at this, might be nice to focus on x because they have the same coefficient. So we're looking for same coefficient and opposite signs. Right now they have the same sign. So in order for them to cancel, we would need to subtract, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna subtract each term. X minus x, 1x, take away 1x, they cancel, they're gone. Negative 4y minus 8y, if that's kind of confusing, you do have a calculator. So negative 4 minus 8, negative 12, okay? So that would be negative 12y equals positive 6 minus positive 6, they cancel, 0, okay? Isn't this already looking so much cleaner? Can we just like take a moment to appreciate this? Because substitution was like, there's a lot going on, but elimination, it's just like cleans everything up. It's very nice. Okay. So now, so we added straight down, so add or subtract. We didn't need to multiply, sorry, I'm just looking at the steps over here. So we did step 1, step 2 didn't apply because they had same coefficients. You could have multiplied the second one by -1 and added. It doesn't really matter. We subtracted. So add or subtract. Okay, we did that. One variable should be eliminated. If you still have both variables, then we need to know, mental note, we got to go back. Okay, sorry, I should have probably started with the steps first. Might have been smart. Solve the resulting equation for the remaining variable. Okay, so now we're going to solve for y. We're going to get rid of that coefficient. A one-step equation, guys. We got this. Y is going to be 0. Okay, look at that. And we're already on step 5, guys. Like, it's moving so quick. All right, so now we know what y equals, but our answer needs to be an ordered pair, a coordinate. So we're like, okay, we know what y is. How can we figure out what x is? We're going to use substitution yet again. We're going to plug it in again. Either equation, doesn't matter. You're going to get the same answer. So whatever one is like speaking to you, go with that. Again, doesn't matter. So I'm just going to do the first one, but it doesn't matter which one you use, right? Because x minus 4, but instead of a y, we're going to replace it with a 0 equals 6. So yes, I want us to color code showing where these numbers came from, what was the process, what are we doing here, right? You'll notice because y was 0, it doesn't matter, like they'll get canceled out, and we're going to be left with x equals 6 for both equations. So kind of cool. Our final answer is going to be the ordered pair x comma y, so 6 comma 0 for this one. I'll give you guys a moment updating your Desmos notes, and then we'll add to our Engagely. All right.